So we're going to pick up Jacob Wednesday night. But first we're going to go right near the football field where Jacob practices. They're going to have music in the park. We've never gone there before, and figure we got a few minutes to burn, get there early, and check that out. So let's go. Football is pretty serious here. The junior football program we're in here started last week. It's now July 30th. We have an artificial turf field, lights, and there's two teams at each age level, and that goes all the way down to 7-year-olds. So if you're in this part of Pennsylvania, or in Pennsylvania in general, usually play football this time of year. It's Wednesday. Good morning, it's Wednesday. No, good morning, it's Thursday. Today's narrow grip bench day. One topic I want to talk to this morning is apparel in the bench and what I wear and why. The basic, and the one thing I want to come in on is foot apparel. I've gone back and forth on what to wear on the foot apparel. The last contest I wore sneakers. Let me show you. Basically, the sneakers I wore, New Balance. Got the thought process behind them is they have pretty good grip on them. Now here's the problem. In USA powerlifting competition, you have to keep your feet flat to the ground. You can't have your heels up or anything. Even though I'm getting more grip to the ground, getting more bite in the bench press, looking back at the video from Nationals, I talked to one of the national judges afterwards. Actually, he came up to me, and Bill Humlick talked to me about how my feet were very, very close to being called for coming up. So that's something I'm going to have to fix for the IPF event. I'm going to go back to my squat shoes. I wear Risto shoes for the squat. Has a nice thick wood heel on it. It doesn't give you the bite of a sneaker, but it keeps your heels and your foot flat on the ground, so the judges aren't spent looking at that. You don't want to create a distraction with the feet or a question mark with the feet. Especially with, I'm using a lot of leg drive, a lot of push. If you create any type of doubt in the judge's mind, especially at the IPF open world level or any IPF event, you're going to see some red lights. So for benching in the USA powerlifting, although sneakers, in my opinion, sneakers give you more kick to the ground, give you the ability to have more leg drive, it also increases the risk. And for the IPF event, you're talking about decreasing risks in all variables you can. So I'm going to go back for my training and go back for this contest using the weightlifting shoes in the bench press. It's not that it doesn't lack leg drive, it does. It just doesn't have as much bite. So I'm dependent and hopeful that the platform at Worlds has good carpeting so that I can push my legs down hard and have a good setup. Part of that is, guys, and you have to train it, and you'll see it sometimes. I'll put it underneath my feet. I'll have a board. Depending on whether they're using an Eleiko bench or an Avant or an ER rack or whatever rack, you have to, in training, figure out the height of which you're going to be set up at the meet to calculate or get your leg drive or your leg position on the floor right. If the bench is higher up, you're going to be coming in on a different angle to push your feet down. If you're going to come in on a lower bench, your legs are going to be in a different spot. So these are tiny, tiny little things that you need to look at. Most of the time at the World Championships right now, we're using Eleiko, and there's a measurement to that, and I adjust my benches in here to that height as much as I can by using plywood under my feet when I get heavy. That allows me to simulate the height of the Eleiko bench and the foot position I have on the ground when I'm benching. All right, so today I'm doing narrow bench with the chains and all the craziness. So chains, bands, and maybe boards. It's 3 different variables. It's kind of a little bit crazy in the head. I'm enjoying this. I've been doing sets of 5, doing 5x5s. This week I'm going to go heavier, and I'm going to do triples. I'd like to say I'm going to do 3x3s, but I think I want to get a little more work than 3x3s, 3 work reps. But we'll have to see how it goes. Last week I worked up, in this workout, I worked up to 300 for a set of 5. That was a personal record of mine in this, but I haven't been messing with this too long. I'd like to say I'd be in the 330 plus territory on the triples, but we'll see how today goes. So here we go.